Thank you. Now we would like to present the Honorary Fellowship of IOV to our Chief Guest today. I request Mr. Vinay K. Goel, Honorary General Secretary, Institution of Valuers, and Shri P.K. Tyagarajan, National President, IOV, and other dignitaries in dais to award the Honorary Fellowship to our Chief Guest, Honorable Transport Minister, Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. S.S. Shivashankar. Next, we would like to...
Well, I'm pleased to announce another felicitation, and I'm honored to make Mr. Babu, where is his name? No, Winfred, with the honorary fellowship of Institution of Valuers. The only request or only regret is that we couldn't prepare the certificate in a proper manner because of this short of time and other constraints and procedural. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, on behalf of the organizers, we are delighted, we are honored to present the memento and honor Shri P.K. Tyagarajan, National President. IOV Chennai would like to honor Mr. P.K. Tyagarajan, National President. On behalf of the organizers, we would also like to present the memento and honor Shri Vinay K. Goel, Honorary General Secretary, IOV, MD and CEO, IOV, RVF. Thank you, gentlemen. Kindly be seated. Next, I would request Mr. Arul Nambi, the Managing Director, Arul Nambi Engineering Consultant Private Limited, who is also the alumni of Annamalai University, and he's also a junior of our Honorable Minister. Now, Mr. Arul Nambi and his team will honor our Minister, our Chief Guest, Honorable Transport Minister, Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. S.S. Shivashankar. We would like to garland the chief guest and honor him. That was a very beautiful garland. Born in a village in Ariyalur district, Tamil Nadu, Mr. Shankar finished his bachelor in engineering in the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Annamalai University. From 1993, he's been into full-time politics, and in 2021 assembly elections, he contested in Kunnam and won the election, and now he is the Honorable Transport Minister, Government of Tamil Nadu. மாண்புமிகு போக்குவரத்து துறை அமைச்சர் திரு SS சிவசங்கர் அவர்களை பேச அழைக்கிறேன்.
இந்த இணைய நிகழ்ச்சியில் தலைமையேற்றிருக்கின்ற நேஷனல் பிரசிடென்ட் மரியாதைக்குரிய தியாகராஜன் அவர்களே, சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக கலந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற மரியாதைக்குரிய சசிகுமார் ஐஆர்எஸ் அவர்களே, சவுத் இந்தியன் பேங்க் MD மரியாதைக்குரிய முரளி அவர்களே, மரியாதைக்குரிய வினய் கோயல் அவர்களே, நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு எங்களை அழைத்து சிறப்பித்திருக்கின்ற அன்பிற்குரிய ரவீந்தர் அவர்களே, அருள் நம்பி அவர்களே, நிகழ்ச்சியில் பங்கேற்றிருக்கின்ற அந்த ஐஓவியின் உறுப்பினர்களே, உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் அன்பு கலந்த வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். Dear friends, I am delighted to stand here as a chief guest and to have the opportunity to meet the dignitaries on the dais as well as all the delegates, professional valuers, engineers who have gathered here today. Actually, I have a meeting in Trichy. I have to be there. But our friends Arul Nambi and Ravinder insisted me to stay here to get the honorary fellowship. So I requested that Communist Party of India who organizing that event to have the meeting by evening. I am going there to meet the people. So it's very delighted moment to stay here. It pleases to me know that the Institution of Valuers, New Delhi, with its large number of professional valuers, is serving the nation by providing valuation services for land and building properties, plant and machinery, and other financial assets. Actually, common people know about the valuers when they go for a loan in bank. Otherwise, they don't think about valuers. Even myself also, though maybe an engineering graduate. When I met our Ravinder and Arul Nambi, I came to know the full operation of the institution and the work of valuers. Here, our Ravinder requested to engage valuers with the Tamil Nadu government. As Transport Minister, we are having 8 corporations, large number of properties throughout the Tamil Nadu. So he suggested me to value those properties So I will take this matter to our Honorable Chief Minister and I will do the needful. I am also happy that IOV Chennai branch, being one of the largest branches in India, is holding an event like this to update and grade the valuation knowledge among the professional valuers. I really appreciate the efforts of IOE Chennai branch, who approached me and requested me my attendance as a chief guest to this seminar. I would like to inform the attendees here that there is a broad scope for professional valuers to work with our transport department and assist us in evaluating our assets, including plant and equipment. I believe this would expand opportunities available to the valuers community with Tamil Nadu government. I would like to take this opportunity, thank the organizing committee of the Institution of Valuers Chennai branch and wish them a successful event today. And our national president Devarajan told one thing now. He got the MSc evaluation certificate last year from our Annamalai University. At this age of 82, he got 83 marks. I would like to congratulate him. We would like to follow you at this age. Your eagerness and enthusiasm, we would like to follow you. So I am very much happy to be here to meet all you people. So once again, I thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations, sir. With a chemical engineering graduation, he also holds a postgraduate diploma in finance and marketing from IIM Bangalore. And he also has a 34 years of experience in banking and financial service sector. I'm very glad to invite our guest of honor for the day, Mr. Murli Ramakrishnan, the Managing Director and CEO of South India Bank Limited, to deliver the address.
Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for giving me an opportunity to be here amongst you, and it's really a privilege to be sitting amongst the stalwarts in the dais, and good to be amongst you today. And as a banker, I know the importance of valuers and the kind of work you do. In my few decades of working for financial institutions, I think one of the most important thing which probably could help a banker or even any lender for that matter is, apart from of course sourcing the right quality of customers and lending to the right borrowers, there is always this factor in the back of the lenders as to say, if something were to happen, then how do we protect ourselves, the interest of the various deposit holders, various stakeholders of any institution. As you know, a bank or an NBFC has got a lot of stakeholders, right? So we have employees, customers, equity holders, more than anybody, I think the deposit holders who put their life and earnings into an institution with the hope that it will be safe and they will get the due return. So now to safeguard everybody else's interest, we as bankers who are fiduciary holders of public money has a very important responsibility of ensuring that we identify the right customers, we identify the needy customers, we identify the customers who have got great ideas, great thoughts, who wants to really implement their ideas to come up with products and services which would be of great help to humanity. This is where I think the role of bankers and therefore the role of dependence of bankers or valuers on valuers becomes very important. Today when we are, I have done corporate banking, SME banking, retail banking in my career both in India as well as outside of India. one of the things which consistently comes out as a big factor for reducing a loss to an institution is how much do they realize at the end of the day by selling the collateral they get from the customer. This is where I think the valuation becomes extremely important. And as bankers, we always trust and hope that the valuers have looked at the real worth of the property, real worth of the collateral which the borrower is willing to provide. It's not to say that bankers lend only with the collateral. There are lots of unsecured products where there is no collateral which is being asked for. I'm talking about the products which are dependent on collateral. For example, SME who is growing, for example, and he wants to avail more and more facilities. One of the ways by which we sort of evaluate his interest in the institution, his interest in the company, is by how much of skin he has in his game. That's typically measured by the collateral which a banker would insist on. I've always been on the other side also to see why a banker would need a collateral, why should he insist here. After all, he is funding the entity and the entity has got a viable model. And if it's a business model which is viable, why would a banker need a collateral? Why would a banker need any other assets? This is always very tricky, and I've been on both sides to argue. And I know that at the end of the day, when we are actually having a fiduciary responsibility of safeguarding public money, I think there is also a need to estimate and evaluate the entire tenor of the facility which the borrower is offered. When you are offering particularly in mortgages finance, loan against property, etc., the tenor is usually very long. We take 15-year exposure, we take 20 years exposure. I'm sure all of us know over the last 10-15 years in the whole economy, including India, how much the world has changed, how much the entire dynamics has changed, how much the paradigm shift has happened. So it's next to impossible for anybody to really predict and evaluate how the situation is going to be in the economy, in the environment, in the ecosystem. But one thing which is very clear is something which has been always providing value and whose value has only been predominantly increasing in Indian market is land and building. Unlike markets in Hong Kong, I used to work in Hong Kong, so I know, I can talk about when the country was hit with virus, like the way what we have been experiencing in the last 2 years. The prices of buildings over there collapsed. I mean, you can see that pretty much happening in Middle East when the war happened. You can see very much that happening in US when the 2008 crisis happened, when a lot of subprime lending was happening, where the house prices crashed and people lost their, bankers lost the margin of the customer, and net they had to sell the property to realize the money. Whereas in India, touch wood, it hasn't been that bad at all. Despite the country facing a lot of ups and downs, the land today still has a lot of value, the building today still has a lot of value. But then this value, typically a banker is not an expert to go and really assess the value of a property, because they don't have expertise to do. Therefore, the working together of valuers with bankers becomes extremely important, and it has to have a interdependency relationship, because we trust the valuers the most, and we believe that whatever valuation which is being provided is true and fair. To that extent, I think it will protect the interest of the bank. So, therefore, my only sort of plea to the people around here is, like we always talk about excellency in any profession which we do, I think the excellence in the profession of valuer is to do justice to the profession and to do the right valuation, and also to predict to a reasonable extent, because of by virtue of your experience having looked at such properties for a longer period, I am sure you will be able to guesstimate much better than anybody else to really look at the distress value of an asset. Because typically what happens when the time when you need to really sell the collateral comes, that's when the distress happens. After the borrower becomes, let's say, not being able to service the facility, etc., the bankers will have to go and look for a buyer or do an auction, etc. That is where the valuation becomes even more critical. That's where the distress value of the property comes into play, because any prospective bidder will know that bank wants to desperately sell this in order to realize their money. Therefore, they obviously bid for very low value. So, the inherent value of the property then loses its meaning. That's where I think if the valuers do an excellent job, I'm sure they will, by virtue of their experience, they will be able to provide the reasonable right estimates, which would greatly help the lenders to protect the interest of the stakeholders. So this is where a lot of interface happens between banker and valuers, and more often than not, this is something which I am sure I am not telling anything which is new, but more often, right, like the way we have few people who don't do a good job of whatever they do, we have often come across valuers who also, in coalition with the promoters, try to overestimate, try to overvalue, which at times put a lot of distress on the lenders. Finally, it's all our money. If you actually have to look at institution at the end of the day, a banker, for example, from people like us who have put our hard-earned savings into deposits, who take shares in invest in equity of those banks, and finally bank raises its liability through customers, through institutions, which in turn raise from people. Therefore, I think if you really want to look at it deeply, for every act we do, finally we are doing great service to the humanity for which we are all servicing. So, therefore, it has nothing to do with the people out here, but I am just telling you a gentle observation that if there is a professional excellence even amongst us, I am sure we will do a great job of it. And as a banker, we really look forward to playing that interdependent role together with you. I think we should do a good job of ensuring that the entrepreneur continues to grow more and more and more, so that even it becomes 100 times bigger than what it is today, the institution should be able to fund them. See, at the end of the day, the relationship is win-win. It's not to say that customer is against institution. Customer and institutions are partners in progress. Both of them will have to grow much bigger to service the society, and you play a key role in ensuring that that relationship is intact and that relationship grows harmoniously, and at the end of the day, society gets the value of this great service which all of you do. So this is a small message which I thought I'll probably share it with you. Once again, I thank the organizers for giving me a great opportunity to be amongst you and to share my thoughts on this. I wish all of you all the very best in your career. Like the way banking is changing, I'm sure lots of changes must be happening in your own field. So this is something which I keep telling everybody. Please be aware of the big trends, changes happening in your own industry. Adopt technology. There are enough and more tools available today to make your job much simpler. You don't have to do it in the way you have been doing all along. There is enough and more available today in terms of tools, in terms of techniques, in terms of accessories, and make use of that. And I'm sure those of you who are able to adapt those changes, I'm sure will have a great time to come, because this is an industry which is definitely only going to grow from now on. Because India, when it's chasing 5 trillion economy, I'm sure we need more and more entrepreneurs. We need more and more credit penetration. We need more and more entrepreneurs to come and set up factories and service outfits which will provide employment for the huge influx of graduates who pass out from our various institutions. So country is only looking forward to growing more and more. I'm sure all of you would have known that we have just surpassed UK in GDP. We have just become the 5th largest GDP now. So I think India is on its path to become a developed country. I'm sure we will give a run for money for China and US sooner than later, for which I think all of us as professionals have a role to play. So I wish you all the very best, and thanks once again for giving a patient hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. As a native of Erode, he has completed graduation and post-graduation in horticulture from Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore. He went on to obtain a doctorate in horticulture from Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi. He has joined the Indian Revenue Service in 2005, and today he is the Additional Commissioner of Income Tax Department. May I request our guest of honor, Shri Shashikumar IRS Additional Commissioner, to address the gathering.
Honorable Minister for Transports, Tamil Nadu Government, respected Sri Sivashankaran Sir, President, IOV, General Secretary, IOV, Chairman, Chennai Branch, the Secretary, IOV, Chennai, and all the valuers, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to everyone. And I take this opportunity to thank the organizers to see the faces of the valuers. But as a taxman, I always look into the reports you submit to me. Like we used to often meet lawyers, chartered accountants and the tax practitioners. But the people who brings out the worthy of the assessees or their assets, we see you only through the reports. And it's my privilege to see so many faces of valuers who are sitting in front of me in this dais. So it's a very happy opportunity for me to be here amongst you. See, as a taxman, my intention will be always biased towards seeing my assessee is more rich so that I can get more tax. And another guest of honor, our South Indian Bank Managing Director, his intention will be always biased towards reducing the value of his clients so that the interest of the bank is protected. So I don't know why you have chosen the either extreme to be the guest of honors in this function. So that to prove that, sir, you guys are on the either extreme, but we are in the middle to give you the right value so that every interest